Alright, fight fans. In a highly anticipated rematch, the reigning featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski, once again stands across the cage from Diego Lopes at UFC 325 in Sydney, Australia. This is more than just a second fight. For one man, it is the next chapter in cementing a legendary legacy. For the other, it is a singular shot at redemption, a chance to prove that the fighter who showed up the first time was not the real version of himself. Our champion's story begins not in a dojo, but on the rugged rugby league fields of coastal Shell Harbour, Australia. From a young age, Alexander Volkanovski displayed a powerful, stocky athleticism that would become his trademark. His time in rugby forged an ironclad competitive spirit, a love for physical combat, and a mindset built for endurance. He turned to MMA at 22 as a way to keep fit during the rugby offseason, a decision that changed everything. He discovered a precision and a fight IQ when fused with his rugby toughness, created an unstoppable force. He left the pitch and the concrete job sites behind to pursue fighting full-time. His rise through the Australian regional scene was dominant, amassing a 13-1 pro record and multiple championships. His entry into the UFC in 2016 was the start of a historic run. He stormed to the top with 7 straight wins, a run that included a decisive finish of former title challenger Chad Mendes and a masterclass against the legendary former champion Jose Aldo. That ascent earned him a shot at the throne, where he dethroned the great Max Holloway, beginning a historic trilogy he would sweep. As champion, he would defend that title 5 times, defeating legends like Brian Ortega, the Korean Zombie, and the dynamic Yair Rodriguez in the process. His story, however, took a turn, driven by a dare-to-be-great ambition. He moved up twice to challenge the larger lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev, but came up short. Then, upon returning to his division, he was caught and stopped by the surging Ilia Topuria, losing the featherweight crown at a career crossroads when the title became vacant. The 37-year-old legend answered the call one more time. He faced the surging Diego Lopes, relied on his championship poise and that relentless volume, and reclaimed his throne in a testament to resilience. Outside the cage, Volk has become a global personality. His genuine, relatable nature shines through, whether he's sharing a laugh in a YouTube skit or teaching a recipe on cooking with Volk, a superstar who has never lost the common touch, endearing him to millions. The road for Diego Lopes could not be more different. His journey is one of obsession, migration, and relentless self-improvement. For Diego Lopes, it is a journey that began not in a cage, but on the mats of Brazil, where a passion was ignited almost as soon as he could walk. A prodigy of the gentle art, Lopes was competing in jiu-jitsu by the age of 7. His talent was undeniable, a natural mastery that saw him achieve purple belt by 16 years old. It was at that crossroads that his ambition shifted and the foundation of jiu-jitsu became the blueprint for a future in mixed martial arts. But his journey took a pivotal turn. At 19, his jiu-jitsu coach offered him a life-changing opportunity to move to Mexico and teach. It was a bold leap, leaving home for a new country. That experience didn't just shape him as a fighter. It forced him to evolve as a teacher, deepening his understanding of the art he mastered. This unique path is what ultimately led him to become the trusted jiu-jitsu coach for a future UFC champion, Alexa Grasso. While building that legacy as a coach, he was also building his own inside the cage. He turned professional in 2012, beginning a long grind through the regional circuits of the world. For years, he honed his craft, building a formidable record of 19 wins and just 3 losses, and capturing the Lux Featherweight Championship. After reeling off 7 consecutive victories, his dream was finally within reach, a shot on Dana White's Contender Series. But that dream was shattered by a loss to Joe Anderson Brito. Another defeat soon followed in the regional circuit, and for many, that might have been the end of the story. For Lopes, it was a moment of clarity. Something clicked. He refocused, scoring 2 impressive finishes that reminded everyone of his dangerous potential. That resilience led to a second chance, a short notice call to face the undefeated Movsar Evloev in the UFC. With nothing to lose, Lopes went to war. For 3 thrilling rounds, he pushed a top-tier talent to his absolute limit. Though he lost the decision, he won something perhaps more valuable: the respect of the entire fight world and a permanent UFC contract. From that moment, Diego Lopes was unleashed. He piled up 3 straight devastating finishes, stopping Gavin Tucker, Pat Sabatini, and the highly touted Sadiq Yusuf. He then outfought a top 15 mainstay in Dan Yige, and delivered a stunning, dominant performance against former title challenger Brian Ortega. That 5-fight win streak earned him a shot at the gold against the featherweight great, Alexander Volkanovski. On that championship stage, however, the aggressive hunter we knew was more tentative, whether it was the moment or Volkanovski's experience. Lopes fell short by decision, yet a true hunter learns. He bounced back not with a cautious win, but in a gritty, all-out war against the dangerous John Silva. That victory, a testament to his unwavering aggression, slammed the door on all other contenders and demanded this second chance. Their first encounter provides the blueprint for this rematch, and the statistics tell the story of two contrasting worlds colliding. So how do these two fighters match up? Let's take a look at their strengths and weaknesses. In that first title fight, observers noted that the typically aggressive Lopes seemed more tentative. Whether it was the magnitude of the moment or Volkanovski's tactical pressure, he fell short by decision. Volkanovski is an elite striker and pressure fighter. He lands over 6 significant strikes per minute with 56% accuracy, while absorbing very few in return. He uses forward pressure, footwork, and a varied striking attack to break down opponents. His 70% takedown defense is critical against grapplers. His path to victory is to dictate the pace and range, force Lopes to react, and avoid prolonged ground exchanges. Volk also showed that his chin could still hold up at 37 after he overcame a knockdown from Lopes. Volkanovski executed his game plan with typical discipline in the first fight, using forward pressure and a high output of strikes. He successfully defended takedowns and kept the fight standing, where his technical striking accumulated damage and secured rounds. Lopes, known for forcing chaotic, high-risk situations, was uncharacteristically contained. The champion's pressure and threat of counters prevented him from finding the openings to unleash his aggressive striking and dangerous submission game. He averages 1.7 submission attempts every 15 minutes. For Lopes to triumph, he must bridge that gap. He must find a way to pressure the champion, create the scrambles he thrives in, and drag the fight into deep waters. He must make Volkanovski uncomfortable, something very few have ever done. For Volkanovski, the path remains one of disciplined repetition and tactical mastery. He will look to use his footwork and fight IQ to control the range, piece up Lopes with combinations, and shut down any takedown attempts. His challenge is to defy time and the hunger of a younger challenger, proving his system remains unsolvable. What is at stake in Sydney transcends the physical belt. For Alexander Volkanovski, this is about cementing a legacy of resilience. A victory defends not just a title, but the entirety of his epic comeback story. For Diego Lopes, this is about redemption and validation. A win would be the glorious culmination of a lifelong journey across oceans and obstacles, transforming him from a thrilling contender into a champion. At UFC 325 in Sydney, they meet again to write the definitive chapter. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.